they ambushed them. Some were able to escape, but it was unfortunate. My husband was among those that were not able to escape. I cannot even narrate how I felt that time. It wasn't a nice experience. All this drama happened on Friday. Before they would tell me this that my husband is late, till on Tuesday. Already, if you see me, I was already dead.
A new voice is rising. A voice for the widows whose lives hold more pain than most can imagine. Welcome to the Impact Stories.
Hello and welcome to Impact Stories. Here we give voice to widows whose stories are often unheard. Today we'll be talking about pain, strength, and a journey of resilience, finding hope through life's challenges. Thank you for joining us and listening on the stories that deserve to be heard. This is Impact Stories, and my name is Maria. Welcome, Ma.
Thank you.
Please, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Blessing Abakasa Yunana.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I want to know who Blessing used to be as a child that formed into this woman that is in this chair in front of me. What was growing up like?
This Blessing that you are seeing, I grew up a very quiet and gentle person. I don't keep friends.
Okay.
I'm this kind of person that doesn't have cycle of friends. I'm always alone. Even when, let me give you this story, when my mom will go to work, then maybe she will say, after school, I kept your food, your clothing that you change in a neighboring house. She will come back and meet me in the house waiting for them. I don't interact with people. That's the kind of person I am. But now, it's one thing or the other that pushed me to be out of my shell.
I hope you're enjoying being out of your shell.
Yes, I'm enjoying it.
So, it's okay to say that you're an introvert?
Not really.
Not really? So what would you, in your own description, naturally you're the quiet person, but is there a reason why you pull back? Because you can be quiet and still enjoy the company of others. But do you think that is the reason why you like to pull back and be on your own?
There's so many things that push me, circumstances that makes me to at least have a change. And the environment, even school, makes me to pull out of being an introvert to an extrovert to some extent.
So what about school? You're quiet, you keep to yourself. Well, of course, for the sake of growing up, for the sake of activities, and for the sake of community, you had to integrate and interact with other people. What was that like? You had to go to school. I'm sure there were church programs.
Yes.
You had siblings.
I have siblings. My siblings are my friends.
So let me hear that journey of what primary, secondary school, maybe tertiary education as well.
My primary, I always work with my siblings.
Okay.
We go to school together, come back. Then even if I will have friends to interact, it has to be maybe our church members. It has to be something that make us to keep in touch. Maybe through church activities, maybe that's just what makes me to interact with one or two. But just for me to have a cycle of friends, I don't have. My siblings are my friends.
And I think that you are the oldest.
Yes, I'm the oldest.
Of how many children?
We are 4 in number.
You're the oldest of 4 children. Did your temperament, did your personality affect the dynamics of your relationship with your sibling? Maybe because you're too quiet, did you feel like there were certain things that they got away with because you're just a quiet person?
They respect me till
Oh.
today. They respect me till today. I must mention that they respect me till today. They doesn't take my quietness for granted, and they always fight for me.
That's wholesome. I know of certain kind of children that will take advantage of a quiet sibling, but I'm happy to hear that even till today, it's not been taken for granted. Did you further your education? Was there a career? Was there a business before we talk about a husband?
Okay. Yes, I did my ND with Kaduna Polytechnic.
Okay.
After then, I enrolled for my HND with same school, Kaduna Polytechnic.
What about work?
Yes, I work with Unity Bank.
Okay.
Before I was disengaged.
Okay.
I work with Unity Bank.
For how long and what was the experience like? Now you still have to deal with co-workers.
Yes. The blessing that I used to be is just, I will just come do my work. And that's just it.
That's very simple. You know, the way you put it, nothing extra.
I will do my work. It's not that I don't interact with my co-workers. I interact, but not outside work.
Okay.
On the job, we interact, we gist. I laugh a lot. Even with my quietness, I can laugh.
Okay.
I laugh, I smile. But anything after that.
Did you ever feel that because of your personality, that maybe certain people in certain places may have misjudged you or may have misinterpreted your wanting to be by yourself? It's not like you're not talking to them, but they can see that whatever circle they belong in, you have no desire to be part of it. Have you ever been misunderstood based on that?
Countless time. Some people look at, tana da dagan kai. That's an Hausa word. She's too pompous. She has pride. And me, I don't know any pride that I have that I'm trying to maintain. That's just me.
Have you ever felt the need to maybe want to correct them? Say, oh, that's not who I am, you know, and all of that.
That's why I said I have to be pushed to come out of my shell.
So all of this was so people would understand who Blessing is.
Yes.
Okay. I want to say it again. You're quiet. Nothing extra. We came to work. Let's work. Hi, hello, let's go home. You know, you're at home, your siblings are your immediate people. They are your people.
Yes.
You are their person. How did you now meet your husband?
I was on my way to school.
Okay.
And he stopped me. I was like, who is this? He kept persisting. I just saw a young man following me. I said, who is this person following me? Mr. Man, I'm going to school. That was when I got admission at Kaduna Polytechnic because it was off campus. I used to come from home. Who is this man? I look at him. This man is not even up to my own standard. Oh God, please don't waste your time. I don't have your time. He still persists. To the extent he followed me. I don't know that he was there waiting for my coming back. He followed me to know where I'm coming from. From there, he keep coming. He keep coming. To the extent my father have to stop him. Oga, don't come to my house again. My daughter wants to go to school. Allow her to school. Stop distracting her. He said, okay, daddy. That was when he left, not knowing that this man keep monitoring me till I finish my HND.
From a distance.
From a distance. I didn't even know that this man has been waiting. For 6 years, he waited. He waited. After my school, he come up again. I say, oh God, you again. He say, yes, he's ready. How did the relationship started? I don't know. But less than a year, payment of bride price, everything, marriage.
Less than a year.
Less than a year. But for 6 years, he keep pursuing me. And he keep waiting.
That's interesting. You know, you mentioned that when you realized that he kept coming after you, like you sized him up and said he wasn't up to your standard.
Yes.
So what was this standard and what was he like?
You know, my husband grew up in a village. In the village, sorry.
Okay.
He grew up in the village. You can imagine someone that grew up from the village and someone that was raised in the town. There's much difference.
True.
But with time, he got a appointment with what am I saying? He started work with a Nigerian army.
Okay.
Keep advancing. Maybe that was how the standard correlates. I don't know.
So by the time you agreed, there was a visible difference in the person. There was improvement.
Yes.
Okay. So within a year, all the traditional rites, all that was expected of him,
Everything.
to become your husband was fulfilled.
Yes.
What was married life like, being with a military man?
Marriage life with a military man is sweet. I would say so because of my own experience with him.
Okay.
I only spent 2 years with him before he died.
After you got married, 2 years?
Yes, 2 years. So I would say our dating, our honeymoon, everything within those 2 years. So everything, they used to say in marriage is marriage is in 3 stages: the sweet, the sour, the bitter. I did not taste that bitter or sour. It was just sweet. Those 2 years that we've been together. So I don't have any other experience I can tell you about getting married to a military man apart from it was wonderful.
I'm happy to hear that. I honestly am. Just 2 years. Did you ever, when you agreed to marry him, did you ever think that it was going to be so short? Did it ever occur to you that anything can happen and this life you're planning may not look like what you want it to be?
Never. I didn't even see it coming. Even when he was even posted to Maiduguri, I didn't see anything coming. All my thought was positive. I didn't see it coming.
I know it's going to be a little deep and maybe difficult for you, but this is just 2 years. The whole of your relationship. Was there a child in these 2 years? Was there a child?
Yes.
Or children maybe?
No, a child.
Okay, just a child.
He died when my son was 2 months.
A 2 months old?
And now he's 12 years.
Wow. That must have been a lot for you. That must have been a lot for you. Before I come to how you coped and how you felt during that period, I want to know, how did he die?
He died in Damboa. There was an attack. Damboa, Maiduguri. there was an attack. So from the story I got, they ambushed them. Some were able to escape, but it was unfortunate. My husband was among those that we are not able to escape.
How did you feel when you eventually found, and how did you even find out? Because it wasn't close home.
On that fateful day, on 4th July 2014, that day, will I say it was we had a conversation for almost 2 hours with my husband. That's an hour before the attack. We had a conversation with him. In those 2 hours, he said a lot about how he wants our marriage life to look like. It was the sweetest conversation so far. To the extent I don't want him to end the call, and he doesn't want me to end the call. It was my battery that went down. He now said, oh yeah, go and charge your phone so that we can continue around 6 p.m. We left that conversation around 5. He now said around 6 p.m. we'll finish the gist. And I was looking forward to that 6 p.m. so that because of those interactions we had, I was looking forward to that 6 p.m. so that we can continue with that conversation. Just for me to try that number, till today the number is not going. After an hour of trying his contact, the first thing that came to my mind was my husband is no more. It was just like a flash.
A thought came to your mind?
Yes. And I felt cold within me. Without even me knowing that there was an attack in that place, I just felt it within me that something is wrong. But who will tell me? I don't know. How will I start telling people how I'm feeling? I don't even know how to narrate that story. The only person I called was my mom. I said, Kai, I've been trying my husband's number. It's not going. She now said, what time did you people talk last? And I said, about 2 hours ago. My mother laughed. 2 hours? Don't you know that you got married to a military man? Some people spend 1 week, 2 weeks. I said, not with my husband, because we always talk. Even in an operation, my husband will squeeze. Hello, Mama, how are you? I'm fine. Even from the atmosphere, I know that he's in an operation. Okay. Even during gunshots, my husband will still call me, Mama, please keep praying. I will just continue praying. But this one, that an hour, 2 hours, all is not well. My mother said, Kai, people will laugh at you. Just 2 hours, and you are saying, I said, oh, he said we'll talk around 6. Say, be patient. I said, Mommy, you don't understand how I'm feeling right now. She said, please, don't even allow anybody to hear that. I said, you will not understand. That night was a longer night for me. I couldn't sleep. I was just crying. Because my husband that I got married to, no matter the work, he cannot spend more than 3 hours without hearing my voice. For those 2 years that we stayed together. Even when he traveled to, he traveled on peacekeeping at Liberia. Yes. We always talk. We always chat. Sometimes I will just on my data, a message will drop just to know how we are doing. Even if he cannot call me on phone. Then, when we were using Facebook to communicate, Facebook chat.
Yes.
But this one, you people will not understand. She said, oh, that night was a longer one. I was just praying for day to break. I called the uncle, which he was a retired colonel. Daddy, how are you people? Fine. I said, Daddy, Kai, I did not hear from my husband, no, because he was the first contact. That's in my husband relation.
Yes.
What happened? When did you because that has been the question people ask me. When did you and him talk last? I said, we spoke last week. We spoke yesterday. What time? So time. The man laugh. Amariya soyayyen ku kenan haka. Baki san kin aure soja ba? Don't you know that you are married to a military man? Some days you spend 1 week. I said, not with my husband. No, my husband would die if he did not hear my voice within from around 5 till now. No, he's not fine. All is not well. No. Say, toh. See, people will not understand. No, those people, they know how they relate. But me and my husband, we cannot spend those. That's why I said earlier, our dating, our marriage, we all spend it in those 2 years. I didn't even know anything about sour or bitter as people do mention about marriage.
Yes.
Mine was just sweet. I keep disturbing him. He said, keep praying for him. I said, I've been praying, but all is not well. Please help me talk to them. Let my husband just call me. Let me just hear his voice so that I will be calm. I will know that he's fine. All this drama happened on Friday.
Okay.
Before they would tell me this that my husband is late, till on Tuesday. Already, if you see me, it was not a good experience. I was already dead. I cannot eat. Even water, I cannot even drink. Nothing can even pass through my mouth. So it wasn't a nice experience. It was a bitter one.
And all this while you were nursing a baby?
Yes, I was nursing my baby. He was 2 months. Though he squeezed, came and saw us when my child was 1 month, 2 weeks. After 2 weeks was when he died.
There's no easier way to handle what you are describing. And I know it's a lot. But there were people around you. You mentioned your mom, his uncle, that you kept asking for details about his having not called you and all of that. And because you were just newlyweds, the nature of his job and how things can turn almost suddenly, by the time this news of his death came, knowing that you had already told him that all is not well, what was their reaction?
Their reaction was like, you people were even having fear on me that I will not be able to make it because of the way I was when it happens. In fact, they heard about the incident on Sunday. You can imagine the whole family heard about the incident on Sunday, but how? Who will go and tell me? Even some people came to call, let me go and tell her. When they see nobody can handle it. So people's reaction was like, you people, I don't know. This was a relationship. Now, wow.
So who summoned the courage to tell you that the worst of your fears is indeed true? And how did you receive?
It was one of his uncle. He went to my pastor. That's my pastor in my mother church. He went to my pastor, narrated the story to my pastor. My pastor invited my mom, my mom that is with me in the house. Tell my mom so that if she want to cry, let her cry, because she's the only one that can come and console me. They have to call her aside to tell her the story of what happened so that she can cry and be strong for me. Then my dad, when I saw a vehicle entering our house, I thought it was my husband. Just to open the door, I saw my husband, uncle, my dad, my mom, my pastor. I don't need any other. None of them even tell me this is what happened till today. By seeing them, I know. Is it true? They say yes, it's true. That was just it.
How did you feel?
Everywhere, the whole world turned to dark. I was not seeing light. Everywhere turned dark. As I said earlier, it wasn't a nice experience. I cannot even narrate how I felt that time. I can't narrate it.
But through all of this, your baby was still there. I didn't get to see him, but I saw how close the family was. And how your father had to come and ask you, is everything okay? So that people are around you. That was when we came. You know that the family is a close-knit one. Were you working? Was there business that you were using to support yourself while he was away? Oh, you were with a baby?
Then I was working with Unity Bank.
Okay.
Before I lost the job, 2019, that was when I lost the job.
Okay. So that means at least you had something to support yourself with.
Then, yes.
So let me put that aside. How were you able to handle burying him? And I'm particularly concerned because you're nursing a baby. Did people have to travel? What were your in-laws' behavior? What was the treatment like? How were you able to cope? Again, because of the baby.
In 2014, if you could remember, anywhere there was a policy. Anywhere they kill a soldier, they bury him there. So that policy affected us. We are not there during the burial. That's my painful part of the story of widowhood. I was not there to bury my husband. I cried, I tried all I could. They say that's the policy from Nigerian Army, that any soldier they kill, they bury him there. They don't release the corpse. They buried him in Maiduguri, and then there was not even route to follow because of insurgents. The way I felt that time, even aircraft, they should just allow me. Let me just use an aircraft, go there. They say, no, a civilian must not be there. So it was just a military family that represented us. They asked one of the family member who is a serving military personnel. He was the one that attended the burial. I was not there when they buried my husband. I did not see my husband's corpse. I was only told this is how he was buried.
And today you haven't seen a grave either?
2015, when everything subsided.
Yes.
I went to Maiduguri, went to the barrack where they buried them. I was not alone. I met other widows too that came there to come and see their husbands' graveyards. The commandant then, because that place is fenced, the commandant that was holding the key refused us access to the graveyard, even with all the resources we spent to go and see the graveyard, that our cry is too much. That was just the excuse he gave. And that's another painful part of my story.
A lot of you went all the way.
Yes.
And he wouldn't unlock the gates to the cemetery
Yes.
because you people cried too much.
Yes, our cry is too much. That's another painful part of my story. And I still have this hope and belief. I was even gisting with my son. I said, when you clock 15 years, maybe we'll spend it there, because anyhow, They must open that place. Oh. Though I learned that place is free now. But we have to go there to go and see. So that we'll know if there's anything we need to do. Because I don't even have the picture of how the graveyard looks like.
For me, I think it's painful that he is gone. But not being able to even see where he has been laid is added pain. And no woman, nobody should have to go through that kind of pain. Being deprived of the corpse to bury them, in your own way to mourn your husband and give him your last respect. And then now that things were done in the opposite way, for you to even have access to the graveyard, I would say it's wicked. It wasn't just one person. You said you met other women there.
Yes, we were many.
So did people try maybe to meet? He was
We
the
tried
commander,
all we
but
could. Before we know it, they said he's not in Maiduguri, he traveled to Abuja. And staying there is added expenses.
I can imagine.
We have to come back. And to travel all the way from here to Maiduguri is not easy.
So life after your husband was confirmed dead, buried. Oh, what did life become with his people, with your people?
It's not easy. It's never easy. Oh. My close in-laws, that's my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my husband's siblings, I don't have issue with them.
Okay.
I will say I don't have issue with them. The only people that gave me tough time was relation that are not that close. Let me put it that way. But my close relation, that's my close in-laws.
Yes.
I don't have problem with them. It's only in-laws that are not that close. Why will you allow her to stay in that house? Ask her how old is she that you will give her the house to stay? Things like that. Before I know it, military have released funds. Have you people seen deep? Why I'm laughing? They went and told my in-laws that I bought car. I built house for my parents with my husband's money. My husband, which they know, was a private soldier. My husband was a private soldier.
The rank.
Private. He was rankless. How much was his salary then? His salary was not even up to 40,000 as at then. He didn't spend more than he didn't spend up to 10 years. So his graduate, he doesn't have much. How much was the payoff? Was not even up to 500,000. Yes.
Really?
It wasn't up to 500,000 because he doesn't spend much with the military and he was rankless. And their salary structure then was very poor. So it was nothing. So they were comparing me with maybe wives of maybe officers and so forth. So person was able to buy a house. So person was able to do this. Why this? Why that? They were expecting a lot. But my in-laws, my close in-laws, I don't have issue with them. It's those people that are not that close. They are the ones. Before I know it, I started having problem with my in-laws. They started seeing me as someone that is greedy. And this is my child that he was 2 months. I need to buy pampers, diapers, and so forth. His food, his clothing, whatever.
Yes.
They started seeing me as a bad person. They released millions. I don't want to open up. Okay, my parents, I built house for them, of which they know my parents are also civil servants. Then, so many things. Okay, she was just busy buying landed properties. So many allegations that I don't know. Oh, she started bringing men to the house to come and sleep with her, of which I don't know. Sometimes my in-laws will even come at around 9 p.m. just to come and checkmate whether someone is there, or you see them very early, all I know. But with my in-laws, direct in-laws, I don't have issues with them. It's just people that interfere in our relationship with them. I was just focused. Anything they say, anything I hear, because I had a lot. I'll go this way. They say you did this. They say you did that. It was just distractions here and there. I was just focused. I keep doing what I used to do for them to my own capacity, because I cannot do what I cannot do. So my experience with them, after all, they came to realize, and our relationship now comes back. Even there was a time my brother-in-law came, brought out my things out. I am a wicked person. They accused me even of witchcraft. Yes, I was accused of witchcraft. I was accused of flirting. Simply because my husband died, I was not wearing a mourning. You know, society, they want to see if you are a widow. They want to see you with a torn clothes, not forgetting that I was working. Because I'm a widow, I shouldn't look good. As I'm looking good, there is someone that is taking care of me. Oh, I'm bringing men to the house. Even my cousins, male friends cannot visit the house, and so forth. You cannot have I cannot live my life again. That was what they intended to see me doing. But with time, they get to understand. In fact, I'm being celebrated. Even in my husband, not even in the family alone, even in the village, because of my being patient. It's patient and focus that win it all. I will not say I did not have a bad experience. I had so many, I cannot explain all. My things were brought out. It was my neighbors that fought for me, took the things back into the house.
That sounds very painful. This house, is it a house he owned, or were you living in a rented house? Or
when we got married,
yes,
there was a project he was doing. That was when he went to Liberia, comes back. So as I got married to him, we joined hands in that project. Even as he died, the project was not completed. I continued with the project before I lost my job. So it's even because of the insurgents that makes me come back to my family house where you saw me. It was because of the insurgents, but the house is still there.
Do you have access?
Yes, I have. The house is under my care. With the help of my husband, uncles, because they are nice to me. They are very nice to me till today. They are understandable people. They are the ones, I would say, that makes me stand till today.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that, because going by what the extended family on their own side wanted, your relationship with them would have been destroyed by now. But at least now you've come back together and things are much better. So your son grew up and didn't know his father.
Yes.
So how were you able to tell him about his father? How did he take it? Or how old was he when you decided to let him know that his father is no longer there?
That has been what I dodged, but it got to a stage. I supposed to have told him when he was 5 at least. I have been dodging. But when my son was 8, that was when he asked me. He said, "Mommy, whenever I'm in school, people talk about their father. They talk about their daddy. Me, I don't have any story to say about my daddy." At age 8, that was when he asked me. "I don't have any story to tell me about my daddy. Mommy, sit down. Today you have to tell me about my daddy." I used to hear some of my friends say, my daddy was killed in Meduguri. Me, I want to hear from you today. I started crying. "Mommy, it's not something to cry, oh. Tell me, oh. I want to know. I know you've been dodging." At the age of 8, oh.
Confronted you like
Yes,
that?
I know you've been dodging. You must tell me today about my daddy. That was how I narrated the whole story to him. He cried. The first question he asked, where did they bury him? That's another cry. I cried that day. I said, "They buried him in Meduguri. Were you around when they buried him?" I said, "No." We all cried. "Mommy, can I go there?" I said, "Yes, you can go there. But when the time comes for us to go, we'll all go there to go and see where they bury him." So now, he's already aware how his dad was killed. Everything about my story he knows now. I used to tell him everything. Now he's my friend. I always narrate everything to him.
It may not have been fair to him to have to succumb to the pressure of other children talking about his father. That pressure pushing him to come and confront you, for him to find out what the actual story from you, directly from you, what the actual story was. Do you think that it's fair that other people talk about us so much that their children know about us? What we decide is private, what we decide is sacred, is not respected. Because there's another widow whose family tried to manage the situation. Her husband traveled and had an accident and died on the road. It was already on Facebook. Neighbors already knew. She was the last to know. People felt they had the power, they had the liberty to do as they would with the story, not minding. She was also nursing a few months old baby as well, not minding how it would affect her. And because of those little details is why they finally opened up and told her what happened. Do you think that it's fair that people decide to do that to us, especially with sensitive matters like this? So human beings think that it is fair to meddle, to discuss us. Imagine that a child doesn't know how his father died, but other children, and I'm sure that they heard from adults, other children know where his father died, without any regards to whether he knows or whether the family has shared with him. And why was it even up for discussion? Do you think that it is fair that people do this to grieving families?
It's not fair. Honestly, it's not fair. It's not fair.
So now you're on your own.
Yes.
Basically. How did you then move back to the family house? Or why did you move back to the family house?
I moved back to the family house because there was an attack. Because my house is at Angwangimbia. Okay. There is a road that leads to Bagi Villa, close to the bridge. Okay. There was an attack. We escaped by grace that night. In fact, my house is among the houses to pick. They came to my neighbor's house, and we were in my neighbor's house. Shortly coming out of the house, we saw two people. Sorry, I will narrate this story. We saw two people outside the gate, of which I greeted them. None of them answered. And my neighbor, we are not, or I understand that these are kidnappers. I don't know how to tell my neighbor because we don't speak the same dialect. I don't even know how we signal ourselves.
Yes.
But I just tell her good night and left. Not knowing that she understood they are the ones. She just quickly ask her, dress up her children, because for you to see them in front of your house, it means they have already rearranged themselves. Just for me to enter my house, I had the first gunshot in her, close to her gate. They picked her with her 4 children.
4 children.
If to say we spend more time, maybe I and my son will have been among. They came to my house. I was inside with my son. I already arranged where to hide my son.
Yes.
And I now told him, it's kidnappers. Those people that we saw, they are kidnappers. So I don't know how we will escape these people, because my house and her house is directly opposite. And I don't know where we'll run this night, because you could see them. They are all around the area. They've already stationed themselves. Where are we running to with their guns? So the only thing left for me to do that night, me and my son, was just to walk into the house. Our legs were just heavy. Immediately I enter, I just switch off the main light of my house. I think that was what saved us. So when they were picking, when they get to my own house,
yes,
the one of them now say, don't even bother yourself boggling this door. I shake and tabito for in kitchen tagudu. We are inside hearing them.
Wow.
That night was a longer night. They picked others. They killed 2 of my neighbors. A neighbor here, they killed a neighbor there. You understand? 2 of my neighbors became widows that night. So that experience alone, I'm not even happy going back there again now, for now. This happened 2022, but up till now, I cannot just erase that incident again.
It must have been very traumatizing.
Yes.
Must have been very
So that was why I look for someone to stay in the house. Then I'm with my family. I'm in my family house right now.
I know your parents must have been informed about why you were coming back, but were they welcoming?
Yes.
Was there a question of there's no space, or what will you be doing?
They welcomed me. Okay. They were even the ones that insisted. In fact, it was a conference call on me. All my families, don't allow her to go back to that house. Oh, don't allow her. Let her stay back. If you hear people saying like that, if anything should happen on your own, that was how I left the house to my family house.
I am overjoyed that you survived that night. I haven't experienced anything like that, and honestly, I don't think anybody wishes to experience a thing like that. To come so close to that kind of terror. Now you are in your family house. By this time, there was no job anymore. Was there?
No job.
So how have you been able to cope? I know your parents are doing what they can, but you're still the boy's mother. How are you able to provide? Are you able to bring him up on your own?
Right from the time I lost my husband, when my son was 2 months, there is no one that paid my son's school fees till today. Any of my husband's relation.
Yes.
None. I did it all alone. Nobody buy Pampers when he was a toddler, when he was small. Nobody buy groceries. Everything I did it alone. So even up till now, that has been my responsibility. That's why I mentioned I have pulled out of my shell. I cannot just remain the way I used to be.
Yes.
I am a hardworking type. I try all I could to be able to provide. Because as he's growing now,
Yes.
so many demands.
True.
I don't want him to feel that emptiness that he doesn't have a father. I try all I could to fill in that gap. Being the firstborn of my parents, I don't have elder ones that I can cry for. I am the eldest. So I don't have any other option than to work hard for him to stand.
You know, when you mentioned that you are the eldest of your own siblings and don't have anybody to depend on, you reminded me of how the elder one in our own family was one who took the weight of the responsibility of caring for us after our mom died and our father could not do it by himself for age and because of the finances that were involved. So truly a lot, you know, comes on older siblings. And for you to be down the older sibling and the one who is in need, I can imagine how much you had to sit up because there was no one else to rely on. So your son, of course, is surrounded by love. He said he's 12 now. And I know you just turned 40.
Yes.
Has remarrying ever crossed your mind? Because in my books and by your looks, I'd say that you are still young. And I know that the church, and because you mentioned the church, I know that the church encourages that widows who are still young, if they want to, can remarry. What's your own stand on the idea of remarrying?
Remarrying. This is a tough decision. It's something that one have to sit down and look at it very well. I have seen so many widows that are lucky. I see so many of widows again that are not lucky. Honestly, I would not wish to get to remarry and still continue taking the kind of responsibility that I'm taking now. Then if I should continue like that, what's the essence of remarrying? Because men of nowadays, they don't want to take responsibilities. It's just few. They don't want to take. And looking at, I don't have a job. If you don't have a job, it's hard. Men, they are looking at a lady that is okay. I don't have a job. What if what I am expecting is not what will I continue shuddering? At least if I should remarry, let me have someone that can ease my pain or can ease my burden. Not adding up to the burden that I have, because I can't just remarry and I will not give birth. It means I'm adding another burden again. So as a widow, if you are thinking of remarrying, it's a key point to look at. If you are remarrying, it should be you are remarrying someone that will help you ease your pain, help you ease your burden. Not someone that you will go and add up to the burden that you are already taking. So it's not that I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking of that, but who?
So you're open to the idea, but these are your concerns.
Yes.
These are your concerns. Being your own kind of person, being who you are, your quiet nature, even though you've had to come out of your shell. Is there any negative personal experience that being a widow has brought upon you? We hear a lot of examples. Women will say men now approach them and feel that they are vulnerable and they can do as they please with them. Some of them will say that they are now open to abuse, things that would naturally not happen to them were their husbands to still be alive. Some will say their husband's family, maybe one of the husband's brothers said he wants to inherit them, and they would refuse and he will make their life miserable. One widow very recently said that even neighbors, women she was friends with, decided to cut off from her because they said she still looked young and she was fine, and they didn't want their husbands to become too close with her, for try to imagine what they already were thinking. Have you, since your husband died, experienced any of this? Because by my calculation, you were 28
when I lost him.
When your husband died, quite young. Did you have any of these negative experiences?
Yes. There is no widow that will say she did not experience this kind of stigma. Immediately you lose your husband, the first stigma you will get is people running away from you. It starts with your own friends. You see your friends that you used to bubble together.
Yes.
Before you know it, they will start disappearing one after the other. I don't know, maybe it's the fear of, she's now a widow. Before you know it, she will start maybe demands and so on. I don't know.
Okay.
But it used to be like that. Then another thing, you see most especially the married ones, yes. They will start avoiding you. They don't even want you to come near their house because they are trying to overprotect their own husbands. That's the problem we are having, the young widows. Even in church, you are getting close to someone, before you know it, the wife will start frowning at you. In fact, there is a woman that even confronted me.
To your face?
Yes. Our husbands are in trouble. You could see another stigma. Those are the stigma we are carrying. Even your own siblings, they cannot visit you. The environment will start looking at, men have started coming to you. Your husband's friends, they'll start running away from you because of fear of their own wives or fear of what will people say. In fact, there is someone that used to help me out then, because getting bike then from my area to signboard used to be very difficult. So we go the same way. He used to help me. Before you know it, this man changed. When we met, ki yi hakuri fa kin san kuma ta sai a hankali. How?
What did he mean by that?
That's, women with their wahala. It means he has started having problem with his wife because of him helping me. You see another stigma.
Yes.
So it's not easy. Those are the things widows are facing, especially the younger ones. That's why you can't blame some people carrying a very there is a way some people used to dress. Because you are a widow, you will not dress well because of fear of what will people say. People will say, I'm not mourning him enough. You must not look tattered because you are mourning.
True.
Because he died doesn't mean your joy has been ceased. You cannot laugh again. Some people see widowhood as end of destiny, of which is not supposed to be so. It's the environment, the people around that are making it that way. I cannot blame other widows that are behaving that way.
You know, true to what you're saying, I met a man recently that said, if he wants to help a widow and she looks okay, she's neatly dressed, she doesn't look like her problem, that then she's not a candidate for his help. And in my mind, I was wondering, how much help do you even want to offer? Because I know that. And we say it all the time, don't look like what you are going through.
Yes.
And I know from talking to other widows that they also encourage that widows are like, should get up. Like you said, his death does not take away your joy. Should get up and live their lives, especially if there are children or a child involved. So now you know that it's not just you now. You have to be strong for these younger ones as well. And now here is somebody saying, because you don't look like you're suffering, it means he will not be able to help you. What kind of mental renovation do you think that people should be exposed to when it comes to widows? What do you think? What kind of mentality do you think we should adopt? What should we change about how we think about widows?
Honestly, how I wish NGOs like this should also orient people about how they treat widows. Yes, it's a great work because it adds up to the pains they have. If you see a widow smiling, it means people around her makes her to smile. Yes. There is an influence. Just like what Safif is doing. Yes. Honestly, I say this is another world entirely. Because you cannot just enter here and you will not smile. Except, I don't know how I will categorize that kind of person. You people are trying. How I wish the whole world would be like Safif. Even the environment we live can be like what is happening here.
True.
So there is a great work. People need to be oriented on how to handle widows, how to handle vulnerable people around.
Yes. If you say there are widows listening to you right now, what advice would you like to give to other widows?
Okay. My advice to widows: death of your spouse doesn't mean end of your destiny. Death of your spouse doesn't mean end of your joy. Death of your spouse doesn't mean the end of your laughter, your smiles, or things you do before. Instead, don't forget you have responsibility, you have role to play. You are left with children, you are left with responsibility. So there is need to, nobody can make you happy. You are the one that can make yourself happy. Don't live like what you are facing. You cannot be wearing a sad face or a sad you cannot be wearing a sad face to meet up your dreams. You have to be happy. You have to make yourself happy.
True.
Just like you have a business doing, because you are a widow, you always frown, you always look tattered. Who will come and patronize you? And you know all your life, your bills, everything lie on that business. Who will buy? It's not the end of everything. you still have life to live. That's your spouse end, and it doesn't end your own. You still have future. You still have children to cater for. You still have bills to pay. So my advice to widows, dust your feet, dust your shoes, and move on. That should not determine the end of your destiny, but instead it should be the beginning of your destiny. If before your struggling is little, then you need to add up. Knowing fully you take double responsibilities, responsibility of being a father, responsibility of being a mother, then you have to dust your feet and work hard.
From your experiences you've shared, I dare say that you are a patient person. For you to have survived some of the betrayals from the relationships, especially from close family, from your husband's side, that you had to endure, and from what people had to say about you, all the accusations, all the suspicions that you had to endure. And I know how all that can weigh on anyone emotionally. And you know that once you are not balanced emotionally, it spills over to other aspects of your life. Is there a coping mechanism? Is there a way of standing strong through all of these kinds of things that you'd like to share for maybe someone else to learn and be able to stand? Someone who is finding it difficult to hear things and just ignore it, to be pointed at and accused of certain things and patiently wait until such things die down, to keep on waiting and be hoping that one day these people will see me for who I am, that I'm not that bad person that they're talking about. Is there a way you've been able to cope that another woman can learn from?
What helped me was I am not in a haste to fight back. I don't fight back. Some things I will hear, I will just laugh. Some people call me so many names. I am a fool, I am this. I don't mind. If you like, even choke hand inside my eye, I will just look at you. I don't fight back. I only depend on God. I was silent about everything. The only thing I do, I'll just report to maybe the more senior uncles, that's all. Then allow them to finish all. I don't fight back. That helped me. And you will never hear, sometimes they will push me to the wall so that I can utter a word. I don't talk. I will just keep mute. And that helped me. I keep mute. I remain focused.
It may not be the easiest
It's
of
not.
things.
It's not.
For
It
anyone
worked
to
for
do.
me, it might not work for another person.
Again, I am happy that you are here and life is improving and you are finding your way in the world, and your son, like you said, is your friend. He's becoming this young man that you are molding him to be. Now I'm interested in how you heard about Safif, how you came to experience Safif.
I come across Safif on Facebook.
Okay.
Not really on Facebook, sorry. Through a friend.
Okay.
The first attempt, I was not called. Then the second, okay, after the first attempt that I wasn't called.
Yes.
And I said, Kai, this Safif, let me even look for them on Facebook to see whether they are there. I just searched for Safif and I saw them, I followed them. Then the second attempt was when I got this, when I became one of their beneficiary.
Oh, okay. That's lovely. So what was the process like? And how did your coming here on the day of the grant, all of that. What was the experience like?
The process, I would say, it's God's destiny, because it was on my birthday that Safi put a smile on my face. Will I say it was coincident? It was just coincident. They fixed the date for the grant on my birthday. When I saw it, I say, Safi. I commented when I saw the line out program for May grant.
Yes.
When I saw it is on my birthday, I say, Safi, please remember me. Make that day to be more joyous, because that is my birthday. And unfortunately, I will say, I was picked.
Fortunately, you mean? So when you came here, what was it? So now you have been picked. There was a verification. That's how we met.
Yes.
And then you came here on that day. What was it like? What would you say that the environment, the people, being sure now that it's not a joke, it's not a scam, they are a company of serious people, doing this and actually helping other struggling widows, especially out there. What was the experience like when you came here on your birthday?
I would say Safif is just like another world. Honestly, I must commend this organization for that. When the first attempt that I entered here, in fact, the first attempt was when you visited me. You people, we are just smiling. I said, just smiling. The smiles alone is just a healing. It's just a healing to a widow that is passing through pain. In fact, when she come across Safif, I believe she will be healed. Safif is just like a healing process. It's another world on its own. I must commend Safif for that. And I believe Safif will go to places.
Amen. So if given the opportunity to express your gratitude, what would you say to Safif?
Thank you, Safif, for giving me opportunity to speak. Just like as I said, I am a camera shy person. My first time of being on camera is Safif experience. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm so delighted and I'm so happy to be one of your beneficiary at the first, and again to be on the
Impact Stories.
Thank you for this opportunity, of which I'm not taking it for granted. I am so happy. Thank you for this opportunity to tell my story to people watching this podcast. Thank you. I really appreciate for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Blessing Abakasa
Yunana,
for coming.
You mentioned the name well.
Yeah, I tried. Thank you so much for coming all the way and for being vulnerable with us. Like I said, from speaking with you, I've taken that you're a very patient person. And I pray and I hope that nobody would ever think of taking advantage of you, and that what is yours will not miss you as you journey through this life and pour yourself into your Son, that good will continue to find you.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for staying the length of our conversation. Today we sat with Miss Blessing Abakasa Yunana. If you've come this far, you already understand that there's no lighter way of putting the pain that she had to go through and the strength that she had to come in because of the unpreparedness that any individual would have coming into life like she has. I pray and I hope that you didn't just take emotions away from our conversation today, but that the will to want to affect and impact your own environment, your own community, a widow out there positively and make your own impact is also what you have taken away from our conversation today. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to please leave us a comment. Remember to share this video with someone. And please subscribe to this channel so that you have access whenever a new conversation comes up, or even to check out the older ones that we've have on this platform. Thank you for staying with us. This is the Impact Stories. My name is Maria.